I would really like to share my thoughts about the recent tragedy that took place in my neighbourhood. It was in fact a warm and inviting gathering where everyone was enjoying the delicious food and wine and engaging in delightful conversations until the tragedy struck. Although Mr. Johnson was the newest member of the neighbourhood, he was fitting in perfectly and seemed to be having a great time. I even brought an exotic and flavourful dish inspired by the gods of Olympus. Everyone was very impressed with the taste and asked me about the ingredients. As I tried to recall the events of that day, I became aware of some odd behaviour from some of the guests. Lenka, who was in charge of the barbecue, seemed to be nervous and kept checking her phone. Helena, who was visiting from overseas, was also acting strangely and seemed to be avoiding eye contact with the others. And the clearest bad behaviour from Rob, who was complaining to Mr. Johnson about his recycling habits and seemed to have a grudge against him. After eating the food, I remember seeing Mr. Johnson making his way towards the water cooler, looking a bit pale. Later, as I was enjoying the evening with my neighbours, I heard a strange noise coming from the bathroom. It sounded like someone was struggling to speak, and I couldn't quite make out what was being said. I assumed it was just someone having a bad reaction to the food or the wine. However, minutes later, when Mr. Johnson was found dead in the bathroom, we were all shocked and saddened. We couldn't believe that someone from our community could have committed such a heinous act. As we all began to mourn the loss of Mr. Johnson, little did we know that the murderer was among us.